Did Edward de Vere really die before Shakespeare's plays were written? That's the first argument you'll hear against his authorship candidacy, but is it true? Stratfordian scholars say that The Tempest had to have been written after 1609 and Edward de Vere died in 1604. But their dating of The Tempest is a little bit fishy. According to Stratfordians, the source for The Tempest is a personal letter written by William Strachey about a shipwreck that he witnessed in Bermuda in 1609. However, the evidence supporting this claim is so flimsy that in recent years, even Stratfordian scholars are backing away from it. A Stratfordian scholar named David Lindley recently wrote that there's, quote, virtually nothing in common between these Strachey letters and the actual text of The Tempest. Even worse is these letters weren't published publicly until 1625. That's nearly a decade after Will of Stratford was dead too. So for Will of Stratford to have used this letter as the original source for The Tempest, he would have had to somehow seen this private letter before it was published. And all of this is sort of bizarre conjecture because if you've actually seen The Tempest, you realize that it's not really about a shipwreck. The shipwreck's done in like the first 2 minutes. So not only can Stratfordians not prove that the play was written after de Vere's death in 1604, but there's actually strong evidence to suggest that an early version of The Tempest was performed as a court revel in Queen Elizabeth's court before 1583. A book from that time mocks a recent play which had a plot with a shipwreck and a rocky cave with a monster that starts a fire. And multiple eyewitnesses record a 1579 court revel in which a giant prop ship was crashed on stage, from which Edward de Vere danced out to theatrically present Queen Elizabeth with a splendid jewel. Follow for more about Edward de Vere, the 17th Earl of Oxford, who wrote the works of William Shakespeare under a pen name.